Suicide is a difficult subject, to say the least. It's difficult dealing with suicidal thoughts, it's difficult helping other people with suicidal thoughts, and it can be difficult to live with yourself when someone you know... Yeah.
Suicide, baby, it's the worst.
Hey, I'm Nathan, and this is the series 3 a.m. sessions, where we talk about mental health, life, and general 3 a.m. shenanigans. And this is a heavy one. I'm going to talk about what I know through my experience, and I hope that someone out there in the world will, hopefully, find this helpful. So yeah, during my teenage years, I met a lot of people that have considered suicide, and it was not fun. And only a few years back did I myself also have similar thoughts. It was something that was constantly at the back of my mind for a very long time. I never had a serious attempt, but there was a long time where it felt like it was a better option than living. And I'm going to try my best to give my insight for those who know people considering suicide, handling the grief after a suicide, and what to do if you are considering suicide yourself. Now I admit, I'm not a professional by any means. I don't have any credentials or a psychological degree. Just someone who is speaking from their heart and out of their personal experience. And I hope this video lets people feel more open, speaking about what could be considered a taboo topic. And also possibly comfort you, help you, or at least stop the boredom for a little while. So group number 1. Someone you care about is considering death, or showing suicidal tendencies such as cutting or saying things like "I wish I were dead" and you want to help them. For me, I feel like what helped the most was having someone that understood me. It is much more convincing to listen and ask for help from someone who you feel truly understands what you're going through. It helps you feel less alone and also makes the situation you're facing a lot less daunting. And for those who don't really get suicide, like why would you want to kill yourself? Understand that suicidal people don't actually want to die. They just feel hopeless. They feel like there's just no alternative or end to the constant and insufferable pain that life throws their way. Like jumping out of the 10th floor of a burning building. You'll probably die, but the fear of falling is nothing compared to the fear of burning alive. If someone tells you about their suicidal thoughts and just how shitty their lives are, you don't have to necessarily fix their problems. Because as much as I hate to say it, a lot of times you can't. Although something you can always do, that always helps, is being there for them when they need you. Listen to them. Ask them how they're feeling and make them feel heard and understood, and that they are not alone or crazy. And that it's okay to feel unhappy and alone, and that it's okay to be open about that. You can also help them avoid mental triggers or things around them that they may use to harm themselves, and direct them towards resources that can help them. But at the end of the day, as shitty as it may sound to you when someone you love is considering death, sometimes this may be the most you can do. No matter how much you do, you will always wish you could do more. At the end of the day, we're human, and there's only so much one person can do. At the end of the day, it is their fight, and we cannot always fight it for them. The best we can do is make sure they're not alone in fighting their struggle, and help them believe that life can get better, and that they are worthy of living, and dispel any negative thoughts they have about themselves and the future. Which brings me to group number 2, handling the grief after someone you love has lost their fight. I thankfully have not lost anyone I've loved to suicide, but there were many close calls, many times where I'd wake up the next day and not know whether they were still alive, times where I've imagined the same scenario in my head 1,000 times over. And although it's not the same type of grief, I think the most common reaction for most of us is to blame ourselves. And I think it's important for everyone grieving to not blame themselves, to know that it's not your fault. Don't think I should have tried harder. That's not on you. The fact that you try to help someone in need is more than enough. And replaying how they might have lived if you did things differently isn't a burden you deserve to bear. The only way out of that labyrinth is forgiveness. They would thank you for trying and would want nothing more than for you to keep smiling. In terms of all deaths, and not just suicide, they would want you to remember the beauty in the life they lived and not the tragedy in how they died. Smiling at your good memories with them is the best way to honor the dead. But it's okay if you can't do that straight away. People need time to grieve, and that's okay. Just like them, you are not broken if you are unable to cope or break down crying. Grief is not a bad thing. It is a coping mechanism that is a necessary part of recovery. At the end of the day, grief is just love for what is lost, and love is never a bad thing. It is a phase of love we need to properly process in order to love again. And group number 3, those currently considering suicide. Currently your faith in the world and whether things will get better is flickering. You get tired of crying all the time and always waking up hoping today is a good day and getting disappointed when it sucks. And you start to believe maybe holding on isn't worth it. But you are here, hoping to be convinced that maybe you're wrong, that you should live. Now I can say you should live because the people who love you will miss you. Because the pain won't end with you and just transfer to them, but I don't want to guilt trip you into living. And frankly, your life as a guilt trip does not help you see the good things in life. All I can say is, I believe in you. That you are not the dark thoughts in your mind saying you are worthless or unlovable. You are worthy of happiness and love, and you are not the painful situations you are going through any more than we are the grazes on our knees when we fall. Know that you are justified in your hope and unalone in your sorrow, that so many of us are stumbling and constantly failing our way through life, that you are not some broken anomaly, that you are so much more than what you are going through, that you are beautiful and have a purpose here in this life, that you will do great things and experience joy and all of life's precious delights. And at the end of the day, the choice of living or dying is yours. But for the small part inside of you that wants to live so badly and experience happiness in this world, know that I believe in you. I believe you are strong and can fight your way through what you are going through. And I believe you truly deserve peace and joy and days where you won't have to fight as hard just to feel like you can get through the day. I know it won't be easy, but there is happiness here for you in this life. Great moments in life, but also little things. Watching your favorite TV show and telling yourself I'm just gonna watch one more episode because it is so damn good. Going on a soul-searching road trip with no plans or responsibilities besides following the setting sun. Sunsets on the beach as the sun kisses the ocean goodnight. Having a bite of your favorite meal one more time. Sleeping in on a rainy day and hearing those raindrops softly patter on your windowsill. Listening to your favorite song and excitedly singing along. Playing board games and getting excessively competitive. Watching your favorite movies in bed. Having a puppy come towards you with the brightest eyes because it's so excited to see you. And then the puppy sleeping in your lap because it feels safe with you. I know what I said may sound naive in your eyes after everything you've been through. That's not easy to just focus on the beauty in life and forget everything shitty that has ever happened to you. That's not easy to get out of those situations where there are more things that make you want to kill yourself than things to hold on to. I admit it isn't. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna include getting through a rough day or week or year. It's going to be going on a walk when you don't want to get out of bed. It's going to be caring for yourself when you don't believe that you deserve care. It's going to be fighting the lies inside your head with positive self-talk you don't fully believe in yet. It's going to be hoping and trying your best to follow the light when all you can see is darkness. It's going to be hard. It's probably going to be the hardest thing you'll ever do in your entire fucking life. But I know you can get through it. You are not as hopeless as your mind tells you. You are not unfixable or irreparably broken. No one is unfixable. And people who feel broken just need help when they feel sad and lost like everyone else. And I hope you find and get the help you need. Because there is so much beauty waiting for you. And because I'm rooting for you. Because I believe that you can overcome all the shitty things in your life and come out like a fucking phoenix. And when you do, come back and tell me. Even if it's 5, 8 years, however long your journey takes, come back here, drop a comment and tell me about all the exciting, crazy adventures I know you'll have. All the sweet, comforting moments I know you'll have. All the little things about your day that you'll grow to love. The sweet little things I know you'll have. Just like me, they are waiting for you. People you haven't met yet that are rooting for you. People and beautiful things you haven't met yet that are trying their best to get to you. Because they can't wait to see you. And when they arrive, all the beautiful things, because they will, I hope you will be there to greet them. And trust me, they are coming as fast as they can. And even right now, they are rooting for you. I am rooting for you. Because you are incredible even on days where you don't feel like it. And you are loved even on days you feel most unlovable. Because you have a rare soul and a rare heart. You are one of a kind to this world and you are worthy of everything beautiful, even if you feel worthless right now. Please hold on, try your best, and seek help when you need help. And so you can see all these things for yourself. Know that you are loved, that you are worthy, and that I believe in you. So please hold on, because we love you. Love all the good things that are waiting for you.